Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching this very special episode of Nile Cruise on Nile TV International, marking the 11th anniversary of Nile Cruise and also the 26th anniversary of Nile TV International. Nile TV International has been launched in 1993 and is playing an important role through the Egyptian media as well as on the international arena. And Egypt continues to offer its cultural, social, political, and economic realities. And about Nile TV International's mandate and message to the world, we're most delighted to be joined in this segment by Dr. Magda Bagnied, and she's a professor of media mass communication. First of all, Doctor, thank you so much for joining us on this very special episode of Nile Cruise.
Thank you for inviting me in this special occasion.
Dr. Magda, a very good day, and it's a pleasure to have you with us in today's episode. Of course, Dr. Magda, at the start of this interview, I'd like to ask you the importance of Nile TV International's presence on the media, in the media arena, from your own perspective, of course.
I will start with a different way. I would say, how many English channels do we have? And how much competition do we have in the Middle East or the Arab world? So that will make you very much distinguished as an Arab, Egyptian, international channel, Nile TV. And especially with the choice of the word Nile, that gives it more significance. If I'm talking somebody like watching you in the United States, they would love to see what is going on the Nile side and Nile TV. I'm just having a little bit of imagination how people could be attracted to your station. Something else, the idea that 26 years is a whole lot, and that makes a generation and a half, something like that. So I'm sure that you have added a lot since you started the channel itself. And besides, I'm sure you have many, many audiences around the world watching you. So congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Doctor, speaking about more than 2 decades of broadcast, and when we talk mass communication, it's about a message that is delivered to the audience or the receiver. To what extent do you believe that Nile TV is sending a clear message to its audience and its viewership, not only in Egypt, but across the world?
Again, let me answer you in untraditional way. I would say people who would like to know what is going on in Egypt in English or French, where would they go to? They will not go to other stations. They would like to hear it from the country itself. And the main channel would be the Nile TV. Now look to the expatriates living in Egypt. I used to have many friends here living different parts of the world, even Europe, the United States. When it was the time of the news, she said, please, Magda, hold on for a moment. I'd like to see what is happening in Egypt. So she tuned to Nile TV to see what is happening. You know, it's the order, you know, the bulletin and then the news and then what is happening. It is very important for people watching in any other part of the world to know what is going on in your country. I mean, as an Egyptian, I have some friends that they would say, we watch other stations. If I can mention, say, CNN, BBC, whatever. It's internationally known. But I always would like to have an eye on my country to see what are we talking about? What is the situation? And then I can listen to others, but not vice versa. So I think it is simple for many people to watch what is happening in our channel, in our area, part of the world.
Dr. Magda, do you see that Egypt, that Nile TV International is the voice of Egypt to the entire world from your own point of view as a media, of course, doctor or professor, in other words? What are the things, this is a question, the other question is, what do you wish to see on our screen that you miss?
Are you talking about Arab screen, the Nile, or the Egyptian television as a whole?
No, I'm discussing Nile TV International.
Okay, I used to work at the American television before. So what was missing, you know, at that time, I mean, I was in both ABC and NBC News, so I worked with people with high caliber in technology. What I think is that a little bit of technology will not hurt, because that you will have a faster coverage on the spot more. And we learn from others. You know, media, like imitating cut and paste. But if you have the news coming from Egypt and on the spot, people will copy from you, will depend on you, will rely on the Nile TV, much more than taking from somebody covering the news for Egypt. So maybe we need a little bit of technology, high technology. And that does not stop at a certain end. It always develops. Concerning the people working on the news, there is no problem. I mean, you guys are nice guys, English good, well educated. It is important in the news part, because this is my specialty. While you're presenting the main bulletin, this is what people care for, then the details. What is happening, when, where, what, you know, the basic questions that we have to ask. Maybe it could be shorter. It could be shorter. If things need to be more explanation, say later we will have more explanation. And so
Make it, you mean we should present it in the form of reports.
Exactly.
Rather than reading
stopwatch, with a stopwatch. It is important to, I mean, the quality of the film is very important. I remember there was one scratch in one of the films that they were shooting at that time when I was there. They stopped sending it. It was at that time, you know, they relay through the satellite. It was not like a simultaneous coverage. But picture is important because that speaks louder. You don't have even to listen to the people, because sometimes you can put voice over something which is not true. But when you take the people over there to the place with the Nile TV coverage, that will give it more strength. It is strong, but we need more stronger. I'm talking for tomorrow. I'm talking for better coverage.
Yes.
So I think we need a little bit of in-depth and technology. Fight for it, guys.
Yes.
We will fight for it, definitely.
Doctor, speaking about the coverage and the level of professionalism you find on Nile TV International when it comes to the rolling and special coverages of ongoing events, like you name it, the World Youth Forum, conferences organized by the President, field visits, inspections, foreign policy, all these coverages, how do you see it and from a different perspective on Nile TV International?
You're talking about professionalism?
Yes.
And how do we means Egypt, us, Nile TV, and so on. Number one, let me tell you something from my experience. What I've learned in school, now this is a general statement, is nothing compared when you go to the field. In school or in the university, you learn like definitions, how to go about it, but no practice. If you don't have the practice, you're losing a whole lot. On the spot, things happen simultaneously without you being aware and prepared for. So what happens is that when you're on the spot, that will show the professionalism. You know, many of the people, you know, when you give them the time in the coverage, they can cover angles for people that we're not aware of. And that will show you the real story. So what I'm talking is not education, but it's the practical side that makes the professionalism.
Finally, Dr. Magda, what is the word that you would like to address Nile TV International on its 26th anniversary, a very special day, of course, and the most important thing you recommend in the coming stage?
First of all, congratulations 26 times for every year.
And what do you recommend?
Just a little bit, maybe, as I said, we need a little bit of technology. And if you have more programs, variety, that will not hurt. But on the whole, we are on our way, inshallah, as we say, and especially with people dedicated, educated, and also having the interest. If you don't have the interest to present the best, we will not be the best. So,
yes,
inshallah, you will be the best.
Dr. Magda Bagnied, Professor of Mass Communication, thank you so much for your being with us on this and sharing with us this very special moment for Nile Cruise and for Nile TV International as well.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here with you today. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Dr. Magda, of course, informative addition to our program today, and we really thank you for being with us on this very special occasion. Dear viewers, stay with us. We'll be back again. Don't go away, for we have a very important stuffed episode. Our colleagues are coming in now, and you really enjoy.